Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to this Smackdown review. And honestly, I thought the show was really good. I was very impressed considering it was a go-home show, but I think they'd done a lot of work in advance. What I mean by that was we got a dumpster match, we got a triple threat ladder match. We did get the video packages and promos and things that you would expect as we are building towards a premium live event, but this didn't feel like a completely throwaway show. You know, normally for go-home shows, certainly under Vince, this would be a nonsense. It would be a load of matches you wasn't really bothered about, and it would be video packages, promos, hyping up tomorrow. And we got that, but the balance was so much better. Like now we're getting dumpster matches, triple threat ladder matches. We're getting the return of AJ Styles. Then we're getting an AJ Styles against Carmelo Hayes match, which, okay, might not have reached the levels that we were hoping for, but it didn't reach those levels because of AJ's injury, which I still can't tell if it's real or not. I still don't know. So yeah, I'm a bit confused, to be honest. So we'll go down the matches. Score-wise, I think this is going to be really difficult. I'm probably feeling like 7.5. 7.5, I'm feeling pretty good about it. I genuinely don't know. I've made a mistake. I meant to put up on this channel the poll, right, for what you lot think. And I'm always super late doing it. But I've just looked and only just realized you can actually schedule posts. So I've scheduled all of next week's polls. So asking you guys, what did you think about the show? I've scheduled them all. So now they're just going to automatically appear when roughly the show should finish. So I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited about that because that now means that I don't need to do it, or I can do it like in advance. So we should be getting more scores, better scores as well, like more feedback. Because, you know, like at the time of recording this, everyone's in bed. I mean, at the time of recording this, it's 7:30 in the morning in the UK, which means it's about 2:30 on the East Coast. On the West Coast, I think it means it's about 11:30. By the time this goes up, it's going to be after midnight. People aren't around. People have gone to bed. So, yeah, it's a bit crazy. But, you know, by the time I've done Unseen, done all the reaction videos that I need to do, gone through my notifications, it's just unfortunate this is the time that we get to this, you know. So I'm really excited about that scheduling of posts. I'm really excited about that because that now means that those polls should be going up on this channel at a better hour. So we can start looking at them in these videos. The other thing as well, and I'm going to get to the match scores, I've noticed that Kelly, the wise lady, is always near the top. I've had a lot of people over the years, I say years, over this year, asking why do I always start at the top and work my way down? That's not very fair on the people at the bottom? My answer is the answer that I'm always going to give, and that is that this isn't in any order, right? Because you can see Kelly, the wise lady, sent this 3 hours ago. Gio the Theo sent that 4 hours ago. And then if I go down, here, look, Seth Gogards, he sent that only an hour ago. So this isn't in an order of when they were received. Like this one here, look, 43 minutes ago. But then this one 4 hours ago. This one 4 hours ago. Like it's not this one 3 hours, that one 4 hours, that one 3 hours, that one 4 hours. So it's not in like any order. But the only thing I don't understand is why is Kelly the wise lady always the first one that I come to? I'm wondering actually if this is in some weird order with maybe the people that I interact with the most or something. I don't know. Perhaps the people at the bottom are the people I interact with the least. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I'm confused as to why Kelly is always at the top. Regardless of whenever you post your comments, she always is at the top. I don't begrudge it, you, Kelly, by the way, right? Shout out to you. Nothing but love. But I am confused by that. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go the other way. I'm going to start at the bottom this time. And we'll start at the bottom because if these are the people I interact with the least, then I don't know, man. I just don't even know if that's true, to be honest. I don't know. I can't win. Wherever I go, I'm not going to get to everyone. We've had 40-odd comments, so it's going to be a struggle to get to everyone in this one, but we're going to give it a go, right? Let's do the match score, shall we? So AJ against Carmelo Hayes, that was good. 86% ruined by the injury, which I don't know if it's a real injury or not still. Michin against Chelsea, that was great. 68%. I really enjoyed that, the dumpster match. Naomi versus Tiffany, this was good. 98%. I think that was a low-key banger, you know. I think that might have been a little better than that, like low-end great, but I don't know. I can take good 98%. And then our main event, the tag team match, people really enjoyed that. Great 78%. So 10% better than the dumpster match. So 2 great matches in there as well. And you could maybe make an argument for Naomi and Tiffany getting a higher score than it got. Maybe that could have snuck into the great range as well. Honestly, I'm 7.5, but I am knocking on the door of 7.75. This was such an easy show to watch. So easy to watch. So let's start, shall we? John Elite said Motor City Machine Guns coming soon. Yeah, that was a shock. Poor Chelsea. Really enjoyed the main event. For a second, I thought Tonga Loa was about to fall off the ladder. Oh, that would have been the best. Had he have reached for the titles, can't wait for Bad Blood tomorrow. And I need to take this opportunity right now to say that we will be doing one of these after Bad Blood as well. The only problem is, straight after Bad Bloods, I've got UFC, right? Big UFC stream. So that means that after that, I then need to do Unseen, which means then that, you know, it's going to be really late by the time we get to this. But we will still do this. We will still do a Bad Blood opinions video. So keep your eyes peeled on the Twitter account. That's obviously where I ask for your feedback, right? So, Motor City Machine Guns coming soon. Poor Chelsea. Really enjoyed the main event. Thought Tonga Loa was about to fall. Can't wait for Bad Blood. Conway, nice and simple. Pam. So, I've had people, not disagreements, but it's the wrong name. I mean, there's no way around it. People are telling me it's not the wrong name. It is the wrong name, right? We don't use Pam or Pamela. I've never heard her referred to that on the show, right? It would be a little bit like going up to Sylvester Stallone in one of his films and calling him Sylvester or Mr. Stallone. Like, in the film, that's not his name, right? On WWE TV, that is not her name. So it's one of those, we've seen it happen before where they use their government names, their real life names. And it's a fun thing to see, to be honest. Pam, yeah, we know. It made me look actually as to what Tiffany's real name was. I didn't realize that it was Jessica. So Bayley could have gone, yes, Jessica, in response, which would have been pretty fun. That would have been a great response. If she called her Pam, she called her Jessica back. And then you got Trinity just standing over there in the ring as well. So, yeah, that was a fun moment. I enjoyed it. Logan said, hello, Daze, a great Smackdown. My rating is 8.5. I want Tiffany to cash in on Liv because I'm tired of the Liv Rhea feuds and chance others on Raw, give others a chance. I thought Motor City Machine Guns were going to NXT. We all did. And now they're going to SmackDown. Yeah, apparently so. Apparently so. So it was reported by the Dirt Sheets, PWN, PW Insider. Like, everyone was reporting that they were going to go to NXT. So for them to now come to SmackDown, I don't think that they were necessarily wrong. It wouldn't shock me to find out this was plans had changed situation. You know, there was rumors that Lucha Bros were going to go to the main roster. I wonder if the Lucha Bros situation has changed, which now means there's a vacancy. And so Motor City Machine Guns, who were going to NXT, have now found themselves going to the main roster. Don't know. But it was pretty loud and clear that that is where they were expected to go. Nishi said, it was an excellent SmackDown. Main event was a serious match of the year contender with some incredibly dangerous spots. Bayley resurrected her feud with Nia with her otherworldly promo, and Naomi's match was great as well. SmackDown is cooking of late. 10 out of 10. Do you know, it's a really good point, actually, because SmackDown has struggled at times this year, certainly since WrestleMania. I actually thought this was one of the better episodes since WrestleMania, but then I really loved Chelsea Michin. And, you know, the main event as well, of course. El Patata said it was great. I'm sad for AJ. I would have loved a rivalry with Shinsuke. They did that back in the day, didn't they? WrestleMania 34. Character change for Chelsea due to her getting thrown in the dumpster. I hope so. I'm really getting invested in the Giovanni story. We didn't see him stay, did we? And what do you do with Street Profits DIY now? I think you just find some feuds for them, to be honest. I think DIY will be the ones that get the belts from Bloodline, but it's not the right time. So I think like you move them on to something else. You find something else for them to do. And honestly, I think both are great teams, and I think there's opportunity out there, you know. A-Town Down Under are still sniffing around. Do you do a program between them and Street Profits? We've kind of already done A-Town Down Under and Johnny, so I don't think like that really works. But could you do something between them and Street Profits, as we said? I'd have to have a look at the roster, but I think you can definitely just move them on to a few other feuds. DIY, I think, will get those titles. Long-term for Street Profits is a little bit tricky. Kind of feels like they need to enter a proper feuds. Maybe against Legado? Trying to think what other factions are around. It'd be good to get B-Fab in the ring. So, yeah, interesting. We'll have to bring up the WWE Superstars SmackDown roster and have a little look, see what heel groups are around. Cody Fan Account said, it was a good show overall. Did Tiffany call Bayley Pam? She did. Why didn't Jimmy show up? Wasn't expecting him. I hope AJ isn't actually injured. That match was good before the injury. Genuinely don't know. The doubt comes from the fact that they kept the camera on him. And whenever they do that, it always puts a seed of doubt in my mind. Because if you've got a situation that's not meant to be happening, it's in your best interest to cut away from it because you're not in control. If you are someone that is in charge of producing this show, you want to be in control of everything. You control the cameras, you control, you know, when the pyro goes, and you control all this stuff, right? Give all the cues out if you're the director. Yeah, the Kevin Dunn role, right? Or is it Lee Fitting now, I think's the person in charge of that. And so if you've got someone injured, all of a sudden you've got something that's not in your control. So I don't know why you would keep the cameras on, because AJ could have been swearing his head off out of frustration. You know, could have been kicking the side of the ring, could have been like saying anything to the ringside doctor. You know, they could have been having very personal conversations. Confidential information might have been shared in that moment. The one thing you wouldn't want is a camera right there. To me, that seems obvious. So that's why there's a big seed of doubt in my head that it's real, because they kept the camera on it. And, you know, there's been other comments about there was no X and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. I said during the live stream, I don't know what the X etiquette is. Like, when do you not need it? Because every time we've had a real life injury, we haven't always had the X. And certainly here, you know, I think the doctor was already aware that there was a situation. And so backstage would have been aware. So this actually might not warrant it, because you're only doing it to let them know this is a real situation that's happening. Well, they were already aware. So I don't know about that. It might not have needed it. So it's a tricky one, though. I'd love to know a bit more about X when it gets used. That'd be a good conversation to have with a referee, you know. If anyone ever interviews an ex-WWE, like maybe if anyone does an interview with Mike Chioda, getting the etiquette of the X symbol, like when do you use it, when don't you use it? Have you ever not used it during a real injury? why did you not use it? Like, you could maybe do a little bit of digging into that. I think you've got to be a real nerd to find that interesting, but thankfully I am, so I would. Brendan said, depending on his contract, what if it is Miro, but I doubt it. Yeah, no, I don't think so, but Motor City Machine Guns is the word on the street. Matthew said it was a good show, and I can't even wait for Motor City Machine Guns coming to SmackDown and IIRC. I don't know what IIRC is. The Motor City Machine Guns would debut on NXT. That was the rumor, yes, that they were going to go to NXT, but apparently straight to SmackDown now. Ashma said, love the stream. Thank you, my friend. SmackDown was good. Thought we would get another promo from Cody and Roman. Enjoyed the dumpster match. Disappointed that Melo and AJ, Timu Bloodline look like they're finally making their presence felt. Getting settled, aren't they, a bit? Tama in particular. Tonga Loa not botching anymore. And Tama doing the yeah, which is really winning over people. So I think your 795 is, I see you. I see you. And I think that is very acceptable. But do you know who doesn't? This dog right here, Danny G. This dog, this guy. Lame. Lame. I don't know what was lame, if it was the whole show maybe, or certain aspects. But that's all we've got to work off. So, Danny, shout out to you. Wrestling Fan said, it was pretty good. Really enjoyed all the matches delivered. Nita Nitro said it was solid enough. Great matches, action-packed. Dumpster match was great. Chelsea Michin both doing a great job just now. I'm too excited for Motor City Machine Guns. I've waited years for those guys to be in WWE. Adding them into the tag scene should help boost it further. Phoenix Maximus said, not great. Main event was painfully predictable. Overall, just Chelsea and Michin easily the highlight. I agree. I enjoyed that match more, but I thought the main event was still full of fun spots. And even if it was predictable, I think it was the right call. I think building up the bloodline is something we desperately need to do. I think they come out of that match a bit more credible than they went into it. So even if the result was predictable, I still think it was a worthwhile exercise. I think Tama Tonga got opportunity to shine. Tonga Loa got opportunity to shine. I thought there were some really fun spots in there. Seems like, the community really enjoyed it. Great 78% is a really good score. So, yeah, I hear your predictable criticism. I hear it. But I think there were still real benefits to it. J Tuma 1 said, I really enjoyed this episode. I am and have always been a PAM stan. Love Bayley. Waiting on Tiffany to turn. Same with the return of Charlotte Flair, the real queen. Case for Silver said it was the best in a long time. Dean Parker said SmackDown was good. Loved the ladder match. Shame about the AJ match. Like the Bayley segment. Like the Tiffy cash-in tease. Naomi match was okay. Dumpster match was good. Can't wait for Bad Blood tomorrow. Gaz said blooming wonderful. Dumpster match was epic. And main event rocked as well. Chris, oof, not feeling it. Says, evening Daze. Evening, Chris. 5 out of 10. I need to stop getting my hopes up that these go-home shows are going to be better than they are. It was nice to see AJ back, but I don't think we need to play the sympathy card. We knew he was going to be a face when he came back. G.O. retain. Gorillas of Destiny. Where's the Destiny retain? Yeah, I'm still torn on the AJ situation. I just don't know. I don't know if it was I mean, I would say if it's real, that's really unfortunate, right? If it's not real and they're doing it, then what story are we telling? What are we trying to do here? Why have we done it? I mean, it gets him out of a match with Carmelo in a different way. It gets Carmelo the win, but not in a way he can really gloat about, but he will. Was it just to get us out of that match? I don't know. Zachary said the dumpster match was so good. Chelsea is one of the best Popper H signings to date. Completely agree. She was so entertaining. Zach, with this, yowie wowie, and obviously that mask on the back, which is really good. The whole thing was really good. That also boosted my score, actually. I don't even play the game, but it was just really cool seeing it. I thought it was a good way that they kind of announced it. Good video package. Yeah, liked it. Carl said it was a decent show. I'm surprised there was no Cody or Roman. Matches were decent. Surprised, but love the Bloodline one without Jacob and Solo interfering to build them up more. Prove they can do it on their own. The lid wasn't closed in the dumpster match. Chelsea was robbed. I don't know. It's one of those, isn't it? Because if you push that bit down, then I'm sure this bit pops up like the lid was broken from someone being hurled into it. So I just don't know that it's even possible to get the whole lid down. I have no doubt if she put her weight on that bit there to put that bit down, it would only result in it pivoting the other bit up. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was a bit broken due to the match. So if she was in and the bell sounded, it was done. It was done. It's a real flimsy lid, actually. Have you seen how thin this thing is? Really flimsy, isn't it? Next time, we need solid steel, like that thick. Then she's in there, and she's probably never coming out again as well. So, but that will give us something to work with, though. If she wanted, if Chelsea was like wants to use this as a thing, you know, she could do. Good spot, by the way. It's All the Work said it was a great go-home show, I think. Felt like a short show, and I agree with that. Flew by. But some amazing matches were put on, in my opinion. I didn't like the way the ladder match ended, but everything else was on target for me, said It's All the Work. Real Wrestling Fan said, for me, it was 7 out of 10. Into Tiffany and Nia and the AJ injury. Not sure if it's work or shoot. Same. Bad Blood feels big. Sam said, it was okay. I'm hoping Dwayne comes tomorrow. Joseph said, very good. Dumpster match was fun. I wish Chelsea won. The ending of the match was ace. Tiffy versus Naomi was so good. Naomi should be in that match at Bad Bloods. Main event was incredible. Roman didn't appear, but I forgive him. And again, hope all is well. Joseph, shout out to you, but Ben said it was mediocre. Wasn't the best. Plus, WrestleMania tickets go on sale on my birthday, and I've got to ask Mom. Ben, good luck with that, my friend. We're going to get another couple in here. So, John Tech said it was great. Love the laser match. I didn't see that. I didn't see it. I didn't see a laser match. Ladder match. That was epic. Building up the bloodline. But I thought they showed us how KO feels. Randy Orton, Seth. But what about the other side? How does Rock feel about Roman teaming with Cody? Who Rock slapped and did it all? What if he betrays the Rock? Well, that's what I think we will see. If Rock is going to be there tomorrow, then, you know, he's going to come out, isn't he, at the end of the show, seemingly, and stare at Roman and make his presence, make his feelings known, that he is not impressed, that Roman has turned his back on family to get into a tag team with Cody. What's gone on since The Rock has been away? They should be working together to bring Cody down. You could understand The Rock being very confused, angry, frustrated, you know, so it's going to be great. I don't know that we see The Rock tomorrow, but if we do, it's going to be great. Wrestle Night said, American crowd in 2024 made my night. I really hope the ankle injury is a work. Have I got all this? Let's go full screen. Boom. Styles getting his flowers from an American crowd made my night. I really hope the ankle injury is a work. Chelsea Michin dumpster match was bananas. Such a fun match. The roast of Chelsea Green was good. Pam said what? I'm more excited for Bayley Nia than I was prior to that segment. Yeah, same actually. Same. Naomi versus Tiffany was a certified banger, like always. I love the fact that they were countering each other's moves. Pretty sure that was their third match, and the chemistry. More of this, please. Andrade, Melo, Naomi, Tiffany. Tez absolutely showed out in the ladder match. He gave me Jeff Hardy moments tonight. Everyone showed out. Bloodline wins, biased towards DIY and Street Profits. I wanted DIY redemption. Wrestle Night scoring it. 9 out of 10 right there. Boom. And that is it. We're going to have to wrap it up because we've gone over not only 20 minutes, but my reserve 5 minutes that I put to one side for a rainy day. We've gone over that as well. And I have no other reserve 5 minutes. That's it. We're maxed out. So big thank you to everyone that left their comments and their thoughts. Appreciate the support as always. On we go to Bad Bloods. Keep your eyes peeled because there will be another feedback request following that event. And hopefully, of course, I will see you on the live stream at some point. We will be starting at least 2 hours before the countdown show. So thanks a lot for watching. Appreciate the support. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.